Hey there, I just got back from a week on the Colorado River going through the Grand Canyon, 280 miles through the Grand Canyon. And I wanted to take a lot of photos, a lot of video, and so I took a GoPro. Now, when you're using a GoPro, it's great to have, just the camera, maybe attach it to some sort of clip on your life vest, but it's also really good to have a pole. One like this, basically a selfie stick. So I bought this one. It's a Smatree S3C floating extension pole. I think it's an amazing pole. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. In fact, I've got another video coming out that goes through all the different pieces of kit that I needed to do all the things that I wanted to do on the river. I wanted to go into a bit more detail about the pole, so I pulled this out as a separate video. Why didn't I just get a cheap selfie stick? Well, I needed to find something that was light. Well, most of the selfie sticks are pretty light, but I also needed something that was strong. A selfie stick is going to get destroyed going down the Colorado River, and I needed something that was going to stand up to that kind of abuse. I needed something that was going to float, and this says it will float. I never actually tested it, but they say that this thing will float. And it extends quite a good amount of distance. It's about 39 inches that this thing will extend. So that was really, really useful. So let's go into a little bit more detail about what's special about this pole. If you like this kind of video, subscribe. There's a subscribe button down below, and you can hit subscribe and also get notified when there's any new videos coming out that are things that I find interesting. I think you might find it interesting as well. You can also, if I say something stupid, make a note of it in the comments below. And if you are on Twitter, you can send me a tweet. I'm Techno Evangelist there as well. So when you get this in the mail from Amazon, I got it from Amazon, you'll get 4 pieces. You'll get the main stick. This is where it extends and goes longer. You'll get this piece, which is just the floating part of the pole, and it just attaches with a standard photo thread. And you'll get this guy, a little hand strap, which can attach to either pole. You can attach here if you just want something short, or here if you want something that just floats, or here if you want to use the floating and the main pole. So a lot of different ways you can use this. Oh, there was actually one other piece. There was this, the GoPro 3-prong mount that can attach here if you just want to use this. I don't know where that is anymore because I never used it. Now, if you're not going to be on a river, you're not going to be anywhere around water, you're probably only going to want to use this. Having the extension, the extra foot extension is nice, but I'm not sure it's worth the little bit of weight. There's maybe another 2 or 3 ounces. Sometimes I just wanted to have this kind of length, but I always had this attached because what happens if I drop it? I want to make sure I can find it again. And floating is really important. Now, I love the fact that the hand strap is detachable, but I hate the fact that the hand strap is detachable because it detached. One day I was on the shore after a day of rafting, and I was walking along and the strap fell out. I didn't even notice. Luckily, somebody else in our party was noticing something on the ground, picked it up and said, "Hey, this looks like somebody dropped it. It's probably one of us. Anybody drop it?" And yes, I did. So thank you. When I was on the shore, sometimes I would not be using the pole, but rather use one of these. It's a Joby Gorillapod. So I've got the pod and the ball head mount. This was the Focus, I believe, when I got it. Now I believe they call it the 5K. It's great if you want to plop it down in the sand and take a picture from really low, but if you want to take a picture with a little bit more height, you can't do that. So it was really nice being able to basically just attach this to the end. And now I've got a tripod with a little more height. And so when I needed to take a group shot of all of us, this was really, really helpful. Now, how about this thing? Does it really float? I have no idea. I never actually tested it. I always had it in my hand. I never dropped it because of this hand strap. It really I never lost hold of it. It always stayed in my hand. So I never tested the floatability, but if it does drop into the water, I think it's pretty much gone because it's a really dark color. The Colorado River is also a really dark color. And as soon as it goes in, I doubt you'd even see it. There's this little bright blue end cap, but even that, I don't know if you'll actually see it as it's going down the river. I think if I were doing this again, I'd probably get some really colorful tape and just tape it around just so I could have something easier to see, easier to find. Is the pole worth it? I don't know. It's 45 bucks. For me, I found it invaluable. I'm so glad I had it. I'm so glad I had something that was as long as this is, the full 39 inches. That turned out to be incredibly useful many, many times. So I didn't really see any other poles that extended to that length while staying as light as this. It was about 6.7 ounces. And so that was valuable to me. So I'm really glad I had it. Based on everything I saw online, this seems to be about the best you can get. It's the Smatree S3C. Want to see what life was like on the river? Well, I've got a few videos about that. So check out playlists, which should be linked somewhere up there. So let me know what you think of this video. Was it interesting? Was it useful? Are you going to buy one of these? Or do you have another pole which is better than this? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your comments, and I definitely tried to respond to all my comments within a day or so. So please leave a comment if you find this interesting. And that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.